Okay, let's try this. How's this working? Any better? Told it to make sure it was using the GPU, but CPU still jumps anywhere from, it's hovering right now about 50%, but it jumps anywhere from 45 to 75. It says I'm live on this side, the Streamlabs. YouTube is not showing it. There it goes. I was on the wrong one. Video quality is still jumpy. It gets better though. What's up, Scott? I know, it's really messy. I mean, I kind of had to use this corner over here for making the rain catcher. It's trying to sync up. About 15-20 seconds behind. Hey Viking, how's that coming in? Is it loud enough and video smoother, aspect ratio better? All those things you guys were kind enough to mention that I didn't even see. Oh, excuse me, I just finished dinner. Good deal. Maybe I messed with it enough that it'll finally start working like it's supposed to. Oh, all right, well, I guess as a quick announcement time, I know fluorescent yellow, but I've only got 2 more parts after this one that's currently going. And then I'll have all the main parts for the CNC. I got my box just under here. Full. Haven't even opened it. Ugh. It is the V1 Engineering official CNC. I've got my conduit pipe there on the bottom. Hey, RC. Yeah, well, Scott, when you're pacing back and forth to all the printers to do all those masks, or the visors, excuse me, it's a lot of stepping around to get all that stuff done. What project were you working on, RC? I've kind of been out of touch because had so many little things going on around here. I got my other table built. I got to build another table. That's going to kind of be like my resin, like all-in-one station with the printer, the ultrasonic cleaner, and the UV curing part. And then I'm going to try to see if I can, on the top of it, utilize that space for the laser enclosure box that I'm also wanting to build. To put my laser there, that way I can kind of double utilize that space. Let's see if I can rotate the camera around. So over there is going to be the CNC on the front corner over here. And then I don't know what I'm going to put on the back yet, but I've already got my board up. That's the, it's hard to see, but the tabletop. I may trim it down a bit more. I don't know. Still trying to figure that part out. And then, really hard to see in the corner, but on my page feed, I also posted in the air compressor that I just redid. Let's see if I can get it there. There we go. That's better. Got new belt, new motor mount finally fixed. I gotta fix the base and then see if I can get a pulley fan gear guard thing going. This is my family inherited one from that's been running like that for close to 20 years. So it's got a final working pressure gauge, so I'm wondering if maybe I should just turn it around to put the pulley towards the wall. That way I don't really have to worry about the little ones, you know, trying to touch it. But I don't know. I need... Stupid me, I guess, decided to just buy the air hose, but I didn't buy a coiling solution. So right now it's just all loose on the floor. So now I got to figure out what I'm going to do about that. Yeah. lot of little stuff, and then I finished my rain barrel that's right outside on the back corner of the shop. We're gonna be getting some a chicken coop out here since we're allowed to. My wife wants to try to start getting our own eggs and kind of learning that, or teaching the kids some homesteading type stuff. So just finished that installation today, and then we got to order the camera and the extra light timer and the other servo that I was going to do for the automatic door, for them to run out in the morning and then to close it up at night, so that we're not having to go into the cage itself just to do that part of it. We're only going to have like maybe, I think the max that we can have is 8 chickens, so won't be like too overwhelming, but still. Ooh, designing a mill. Nice. Scott has, I think, a few CNC mills, or at least just mills. I think. I don't know exactly. Honestly, I'm probably a bad one about the whole quarantine. I just went to Lowe's earlier today. I just went to Whataburger to pull dinner for me and the wife. I had the dogs with us. I mean, I'm not like purposely going out to do stuff, but it's all the stuff that, like, while we're working on doing all these other things, I've been leaving the house. I still keep my distance from people, but I don't know. I'm not overly worried about it, but I'm also not being like an asshole about it, I guess. I mean, I don't have any coughing, sneezing, high temperature, even a low temperature, really. I mean, I've got none of those symptoms, so I've been, been taking it easy. I work from home anyway, so I don't know. I just fill in the time with extra projects now. So I make the runs to the store real quick. I'm nice to people. I kind of hold my breath as I walk past people. That way, I'm not, making it like I'm trying to do the quiet cough into my mouth or whatever. I don't know. I'm probably not a good person about the whole quarantine. I get a little too stir crazy. But after you've been kind of cooped up and made to stay home for all these crazy hives for so many months, it's kind of nice to be able to just get out and go do something. Even if it is only going to Lowe's to grab some extra stuff to come right back to the house and use it to build something. Oh, but yeah, it seems like the whole April Fool's craziness has been trying to extend itself for the last, this is the 4th, so all 4 days of April. Like, this one printing out the CNC parts, it's the only printer that's actually working right. All the others are prints coming off the bed that never used to. I re-level multiple times. somehow it keeps getting out of whack. Some of my filament is going from printing normal to brittle as hell, like it's too moisture logged. But then by the time I see it and I'm like, okay, maybe I'll put it in the dehydrator, you know, maybe do it overnight, I'll forget about it or whatever, come back in the morning and it's like nothing's wrong with the filament, but then it doesn't want to stick either. It's like a lot of weird conflicting back and forth things. Like every time I try to fix one thing, something else goes out. Like the XY3 was the only other printer that was working well, and then now it's having issues. Every other printer and even my Palette Plus was working, and then it doesn't now. It's not wanting to work. I mean, I'm afraid to even try my son's printer out that I finished, and I haven't been able to do a test print because none of my other ones are working. Still trying to find a good solid delta effector that's going to actually cool the parts instead of trying to burn through fans for the big delta. And once I get that one up, then I can print the other extrusions for the kiddos' printers, since I already had the main ones. Now I just need the little ones, but they're just tall enough they don't fit in any other printer. They would on the Tronxy, but I've got to rebuild the whole hot end because I still haven't gotten around to it. And right now, honestly, I don't even know where the cold block even is. I got the bottom half of the mixing hot end, but I don't know where the cold end is now. Ugh. Just a lot of little stuff, you know? And then I can't go to this, you know, I can't really just like go to the store and just hang out and de-stress because of all of this. So like I'm only going to the store, like mainly just Lowe's, or like my wife going to the grocery store, but we only go for like what we actually need, and then we come right back home and then just wait it out as long else as we can, you know. So we're not going being rude about having to be out, but we're trying to keep it down, you know. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Let's see. Can't think of anything else, really. I guess if anybody's got like tips, tricks with air compressor, like I said, it was inherited from the family, so I didn't have to buy it. It's a 60 liter, but I did hear, or at least excuse me, I saw on Harbor Freight's website that there's an adapter to go from standard 1/4 inch high volume down to like a, what the hell is that called? The small little sprayer for like painting your models, the little, that little hand piece. That there's an adapter that you can get to go from the full size down to that style hose. And my mother-in-law gave me one of those little sprayers, but it didn't have a pump. It was just the sprayer part. So eventually I want to get that going, along with my like 50 other things that I'm doing. But yeah, my hope is next weekend, now that this is kind of working out better, My hope is next weekend to at least do part 1 of the CNC build, to at least get part of my frame together. No, not 3/8 to 1/4. I'm only running 1/4 quick connects and stuff. Let me get the... Ow, stupid chair. Oh, looks like she already has... Okay, never mind. So the... Yeah, the airbrush. So she gave me quite a few parts, and I just saw that the end of the line is the 1/4 inch that I've already got. So I guess I need to figure out if I can use it, or if I don't want to break anything, you know what I mean? Like, so I guess it would be good to find out if anybody else knows using these airbrush kits. Like, let's just go with, okay, I'll hook this into the end of my airline. It's powered. Is that going to be too much pressure, or do I need to put, like, do I need to put an intermediate piece that I go from the tank to what, a pressure regulator, to make sure that it doesn't go above a certain PSI coming out, and then hook this into the other end? You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of stuff that I wouldn't mind if anybody knows to kind of share. It's not 1/4, that's... this is only a 2 horsepower. You sure that that's not 1/4 inch? Let's see if I still got my... Yeah. See, I knew I wasn't wrong. Look at that. 1/4 inch air compressor starter kit. That's like where I got all my pieces. And it even says 1/4 inch female quick connect, 1/4 inch male quick connect. Yeah. I knew I was right, 1/4 inch. Well, Scott, the package says otherwise. Unless you're talking about just this end. Let me hold it up to my other ones. Oy. Your parts are for car style. Whoa, what in the world just happened here? Did it just drop? Oh no, I just clicked the button, or spacebar, restarted that side piece. Anyway, okay, so let me see. DT Mash, yes, it's the MPCNC from V1 Engineering. I'm finishing up the parts, and I've already got the part box. So that's what I was going to do the lowrider, but I don't have a big enough table to work with, and finding stainless steel pipe in the right size in my area is ridiculously priced. And I didn't feel like ordering it and waiting for it to come in. Plus, I don't really have anything for doing that large of work. So I'm just going to start small with one and maybe get one of those kits later. All right, so I need a moisture filter and a regulator. Okay. You can put airbrush equipment. Parts are for car style. Yeah. Car style air compressor. Yeah, but that was the kit that they said that I could get from Harbor Freight. Oh, and it does connect on my my hose and my quick connect. So, all right. So at least it's all the right size. Now I just need to figure out how to properly connect it so I don't blow something up. Because I don't even want to attempt, air coming out of it. It's still got. Well, it's down to like 60 pounds, or 60 psi right now. But the auto kick on goes when it hits about, I want to say 40 to 30 psi. It'll kick it on all the way up to 120. Okay, so pressure regulator. Now, does the moisture filter, is that what's going to dry it out, or is that strictly only taking the extra moisture from all of that, and then I need a third piece for with an air dryer too? Is that what you're talking about? Come on, y'all can't give me too many links all at once. McMaster car, filter regulator, really clean dry air. Okay. I'm gonna need a desiccant dryer. Okay, that's a whole bunch of stuff, RC, that went on that McMaster car page. All right, so here, let me. All right. So that was the kit that I got. I'm guessing I need to go into here. Oh, that's not bad right there. Oh, is that on here? Eight, 5, 2, 2, 1. Oh, okay. All right, so Like I need one of these inline filter dryers, right? Like say this one, and then um, what? Just another. I mean, a regulator, but if it has a set, another filter is okay. Man, it's not gonna. All right, let me open up that. Yes, go to site. Jeez. Oh, okay. Air filter. Okay, so since I already put a quick connect directly on the air compressor, so that I can hook this 1/4 inch line kit. So do I need to swap that out for 1/4 inch, or do I need to swap the one on the tank to be like a master at 3/8 to go to this, to then put 1/4 inch on, you know, like the 3/8 down to 1/4 inch on the other side, so I can use this other hosing kit, or can I just stay all 1/4 inch all the way through? Okay, so all right, make sure that I'm got it. So I go air compressor. I can keep my 1/4 inch, and then do this one since it's 1/4 inch. So go air compressor to here, then from here, um, to the desiccant dryer one. This one. And then from the output of this, I don't have anything. It's literally like the hole that goes to the tank has a quick connect. That's like it. Unless you're asking something else that I don't know yet. I mean, it's got the old pump, a pressure valve up on the top, and then the motor. And then I got a pressure valve on the, or not a pressure valve, a pressure dial on both the top part that's got like a 3-part for the automatic sensor kick on, the inlet, and then there's a pressure dial right there. And then on the tank, there's another pressure dial. And then I sealed up the other 2 holes that my grandpa used to use way back on a really old hose that was like crumbling apart. So based off of what Harbor Freight told me, just get this quick connect kit, and then I've got the quick connect 1/4 inch like directly tapped to the top hole. That's what I've been running off of. I'm sure it'd be easier for you guys if I like went with the I don't even know the name of that stupid other little thing. StreamYard. Golly. But I have to stop this and go over to StreamYard. I don't even know if I've got it even set up to where it even works. Alright. Typically, you have a hard plumb from the compressor to the regulator filter, and you want it a ways from the compressor to allow the hot compressed air. Okay. Um, do I need to have it connected to the regulator and desiccant filter like all the time? Like, do I need to just take the quick connect off of the compressor, put that little mini hose that you can buy to go from it to the wall where those two pieces are gonna be mounted, and like have that always be connected, and then just move that quick connect to the very end of all of that, and then that's what I use from now on? Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay. I'll ask my mother-in-law that sent me this whole kit, because that's what she used to use to see how she had it all connected to kind of duplicate what she's got. Oh. All right. Tee off of the tank? Okay. Oh, so that I can have just a direct line, and then the other part just go for that other stuff for this airbrushing. Ah, okay. That sounds like a plan. God, I wish their airlines were cheaper, or the real was cheaper. Okay, so then I also got a quick question. So he had on the machine. I don't even know where it's at right now. Hold on. I think it's right there. Ow. Ow. I'll go to max cam. See it. Alright, so he had this originally, but the top pressure gauge, the factory one, was on it but broken. The one that's in there now was at the end of this. So I always thought it was broken because we would always, you know, open it and close it, and I never saw the dial move. But so should I be mounting this to the wall to go from the tank to this, well, the valve, so I can hard shut it on and off, and then have that go to the pressure regulator and the desiccant before it would go to the airbrush station, right? Is that the proper way of doing that? Here, this was just supposed to be a stream test, and I'm getting a whole air compressor lesson. That's what I love about this community. So many things that everybody knows so much about, like all over the place, that it's cool. I love it. Nice. Keep cranking them out, Scott. What's the status on my shipment? X. How in the hell did that happen? Ugh. Somehow my FedEx on my phone, like, just forgot how to keep me logged in. And now it doesn't even, like... Oh, okay, because we're currently experiencing technical difficulties. That's why. Okay, so at least I'm not, like, retarded. I was wondering why, like, all of a sudden my phone, like, didn't want to find anything. So, I don't know if you guys caught it. Before, I don't even know how to, like, say their name properly. But the... hold on, I'm sorry. I'm, like, in mid-thought trying to get this all... Yeah, okay, there we go. And no, I'm not trying to say that these I'm about to show are like permanent replacements. I just think it's cool, and I'm going to put one, like, if I have to, you know, when I've got my mask, But I was thinking of wearing this like over top of it just to have a little more fun. But you can get this set of 4 different masks that allow a small filter for, like, I guess regular cosplay type stuff. But anyway, you can get the 4-pack for free. I just got mine the other day. But I'm going to be doing the Sub-Zero mask. Anyway, sorry for the little quick side thing. Hey, Paul Cumber. Alright, so tank to the nipple, to the valve, to another nipple, to the filter regulator. Does the, between the filter regulator and the desiccant dryer, how long of the pipe should I put in there? And does it need to be hard pipe, or can it be flexible pipe, like, you know, more of this air hosing, like if they sell the shorter lengths, or does it matter? And then I guess after the desiccant dryer, pipe fitting, quick disconnect. Okay, pipe / fitting, and then quick disconnect. Okay, got that part. If needed. Okay. T after T in after the shutoff valve. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so tank, shutoff valve, then the T, and then to all those 2 different routes. One direct disconnect for the high pressure hose, and then the other T going, or the other side of the T going to all that other stuff you mentioned. I don't even know where a Tractor Supply would be by me. Oh, sweet. So there's one, like, real close. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think that's where we went last week. When we were looking for baby chicks. Awesome, RC. See, I can be learned. I just sometimes takes me a little bit. A shop airline kit. Oh, okay. I don't know what that is. Well, that's... I don't want heating and cooling. Well, RC, I mean, for me, they're all tough questions because I don't know what I'm doing yet. But I'm sure that you'll find them pretty simple and easy. Yeah, they were out. They said they, when we went in, I think it was on, like, last Thursday. Not this past one, but the one before. I think they said they got a shipment in on Monday, and by that Thursday they were already all sold. They didn't have anything left. That's a pretty involved little shack right there. We have to show that one to the wife. Damn, Tractor Supply doesn't have this stuff very easy. Okay, let's see what this is. Yes, go to the site. Oh, that's not bad. Are you talking about that one right there? RC? Ow. Okay, so I guess then let me ask, did I screw up by getting 1/4 inch line? I mean, do I need to convert it to 3/8? Because, I mean, out of all their... I mean, this is just a manual reel. So that would work with my 1/4 inch line. But every other one of these kits, they're all 3/8. Nice kit. Oh, okay. So then I need to just see if maybe it's not online, but maybe in store if they've got a 1/4 inch one. And if not, then just go with this manual one. Just so I get, because this is only 50 feet of hose. But it was on like their little sale rack, so I was like, I got it at the same price as only the 25 foot one. So I got double the price, double the length for the price because it was the cheap one, and they were trying to clear out that one. So I lucked out on that, but I mean, it was mainly because I didn't have any hose that worked. So I just, when I asked the store, they were like, "Oh yeah, just buy this," and it ended up costing me like not even $30 to get everything. Okay. I'm hoping it was just a period that didn't show up. I take it you mean this one, just the manual hose reel is what you're pointing at that is saying it's okay? Because I'll be honest, my very first thought was, I wonder if I could print that. But I'm pretty sure that that wouldn't work out in the end. Okay. I mean, would it be better to get, like, say, like this, a three-way coupling? Like that to hook on versus doing a T connector? Okay. All right. I'm tracking. Cool. So I'll find out from her what I need to do for this, because this used to be her operational airbrush kit, and then she upgraded to something else. So I'll ask her what she used on hers, connected on hers, since she was kind enough to give it to me for free. So may have to get that real kind of soon, because I'm like half tripping over this stupid hosing. But I've already printed out my a 5-piece hanger. So, and then I got like 4 or 5. No, I got 6 of the individual little hangers as well, so I can already, I guess, have one of those to hang up by my station over here. Oh yeah. And then I gotta put on order whenever the next round of money comes in or whatever to get a. I've kind of settled on. What is this? It's the easiest to search for. One of these. And the only reason I'm really was going this small versus the bigger one, because it's a small shop. I mean, you're already seeing the back wall. It's not much deeper than this table, so I don't have much room left over here on the side. But it's only going to be for the CNC and maybe cleaning the shop floor every now and then, like once I get to that point. So that's kind of why I was thinking like just a small one. Just take out the casters here and then turn that on its side, mount it directly to the wall, and then have the bag, hanging. And then I got the intake and output, or secondary output thing, besides the bag. And plus it'd be like right here by the window. The only other thing that I was thinking is hook it on the outside wall. So that while it runs, I can like put the window little attachment piece and just have the go from the CNC pulling it right out through the window and then into the dust collection so it's already outside. Cool. Yeah, it was hard to honestly justify like going with the bigger one. I mean, 70-gallon, yeah, it will take me forever to really fill it up. Yeah, it's twice the horsepower, you know, for only $60 more, I get it, but like I don't really have anywhere to put that. So like this one would definitely have to go outside, and it's not too much of a overhang on the outside of the shop, so I don't want it like to get messed up by being right outside either, you know. Even though I can kind of build a box around it to help protect it from the elements, but I mean, then I'd have to figure out how to get the, you know, the power cord for that big of one, because the only thing I got is a small plug on the outside, versus, you know, if it was like right here, then I could plug possibly into the one of the wall outlets right here, but then I've already got the air compressor taking up one of them too, and I don't have a whole lot of circuits. So I don't know. Yeah, I know. I saw it Home Depot, or no, Lowe's today when I was getting the lumber and the conduit piping for the CNC. They had the like shop vac, you know, hose and smaller pieces, and it just like, I was thinking that'd be so much nicer to just vacuum the floor up like that, or even just put like a dedicated wall down to the floor, you know, little vent that I can just open the blast gate and sweep it right to that. But then I was like, yeah, but I don't want to like sweep the whole shop right to it, because as is, I'm sweeping to the front door, and it makes a big cloud of dust every time because the dogs keep coming in here. And I get little mud footprints that turn into the dirt when it dries. I was thinking of asking the landlord if he minded me getting like, what I was thinking was like some of that garage floor paint. I know it's supposed to be more for concrete, but since it's got, you know, the gritty like material for that as well, like move this equipment, you know, all to one side, paint one half, move it to the other side, paint the other half, but so it's like sealed in essence, you know, and then that way if I spill something or I go to sweep, then it's a little bit better than just like a plywood floor, basically, is all I mean, I'm already asked him if I can paint the walls at least, and I'm thinking on there's this nice, to me it's nice, basic gray that I think would, I mean, I like the tone of it, and then I can do like little accent pieces, whatever. I like the gray. Anyway, that's what I was thinking of doing. But I don't know about the flooring, like if I should do anything. I got the anti-fatigue mats from Harbor Freight, but yeah, it's both of those dust collectors are both standard plug. Yeah. He was also kind of happy that I even wanted to use this space, because it's been going unused from the previous tenant, and now, I mean, he was kind enough to put insulation up and all the walling. I put in the lights and, you know, all of my crap in here, but he had already run electrical, but he never finished it. So I got all the plugs taken care of, and then he got a breaker box, and then we just finished running. It's been about what, 3 weeks or so now. We just ran the line from this breaker box all the way to the house, and then I've got the hardline internet now. Apparently I clipped a cable somewhere, but I fixed it now. But it goes from the house to the from inside the house, from my router out, then through this buried line all the way over here. Yeah. Speaking of the gray, let's see if I can. I did a little splotch. I'm gonna see if that the color is right. Can't hardly see it, I think. Yeah, that gray right by the network line. Yes, I know it's hanging in front of the door, and I got the ends to clip the cable and rerun it. But I was just doing a test to make sure I'm up. But that gray right by the electrical socket there, and then if you look at I got another splotch of it right by the breaker box. I kind of like that gray, and it's going to contrast with the white plugs pretty well. I think all in all it'll. Oops, on my dirty floor. Yeah. All in all, I think it'll be a. I like gray. I don't know why. I didn't want to go white because I figured that would be too bright in here, but I didn't want to go too dark on the gray either. I like that gray because it's a brighter, but I just don't. I don't want to look at plywood all day. Like I need something other than just the black writing from Lowe's that's on all the plywood. I don't know what we're going to do about the ceiling. I don't know if I want to ask him to put insulation and then cap that off as well. Because on the hot days I can open up the door and turn on the fan and it circulates pretty good air. So true. I mean, if it wasn't like dirt clumps from the dogs running in and dropping stuff all the damn time, or like now some of the sawdust and that kind of jazz, then, hang printers from the ceiling. Yeah, it does cast a yellowish hue. But I got the splotch of color like right in between each of the seams. It's got that nice blue edge. So, I mean, I got some color. I just would rather it be like gray. I just don't know what to do about the windows. So like right here next to my desk, I got a nice window. It opens, it's thin. But I was thinking like almost like building take the measurements, get a piece of plywood that's same size, and then put like a thing of that pink hard insulation that you can get in the little sheet, or the like half sheet instead of the full 4x8. But to get like that, stick those two together and then put like a small handle on the two sides or top and bottom like an airline, and just kind of push it in when I need it, and then when I don't, just pull it out and set it in the corner. Just because I got network line like right above it, I've got this printer right here, and I didn't want to. I wanted to make it like super cheap, so I don't know. something else I'm kind of thinking about. Well, to be honest, Kit, I don't know how many more printers I want to even get. I mean, sometimes I feel overwhelmed with just these. Like right now that like only one is truly working, I don't want any more printers. It's driving me nuts, and I still got my sons that I need to build. I got this CNC. I got uh, 2 more lasers that I'm trying to cobble together to make one larger but functioning actual laser, because the other 2, like, there's problems with them. Of course, I got the kits cheap. I still got to put another table thing over here for the resin printer, for the curing station. Like I said, I want to put the laser on top of that. Yeah, I know windows are overrated. But I'm at an angle that if I open even just this one right here in the front door, I get a breeze that comes right through the desk. Feels great. Even on the hot days, so I don't really even need AC. Which would be nice, because I don't want to have to try to find room somewhere else, because I don't have I only got one 30 amp circuit. All the rest are 20, and even then I've only got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other mini like 20 amp breakers, but they're like the double breaker. So I got 5 of those, or 5 slots. It's technically 6 slots, so 3 breakers, but each one is like a double breaker, so it's got a little 20, a little 20, to basically be all the plugs, and then one plug for the outside is, no, excuse me, the 30 amp goes next door to the landlord's shed, which eventually he said I'd be able to use it, but at least for right now, he's still got all of his stuff in there, so he just put in lighting, and it feeds off of this one. So I don't have a whole lot of amperage and plugs to like be trying to run all of this, and then on top of it get an AC unit, you know. French cleat wall. I've been actually looking at a couple of videos of that stuff, so that I might have to do something with that. Because I was actually just thinking, like, right above the compressor, that whole area up on the wall is like complete dead space. Like, I don't have anything right now that could even go over there, or that I want to go over there. And I was thinking, well, what if I hook up a shelf and, you know, if need be, cable it to the rafters, or these 2x4s for the ceiling, and then make it just a flat shelf that I can just toss all my extra crap up there. I mean, because there's some stuff underneath this big table that I haven't used since I put it in here in the shop, and I haven't used it since before I moved here. But I don't want to get rid of it because, you know, I'll probably use it at some point, just not right now. But that would free up that. Well, I've got this shelf. I was thinking of going a third one higher, but then I can't reach it. But anyway. Oh, like over the compressor? Yeah, I could do that. I mean, it'd be kind of cool to have like a rep box like hanging from the wall that had filament in it, and it, you know, just saying. True. Well, but if I cobble together the two, like the one large frame and laser, but with a bad control board, and then the small one with a working control board, but something else is weird on that one. That it works sometimes, but between those two, I was gonna build like kind of an all-in-one laser enclosure that does everything that I want it to do, and just have that on top of the table over here above the resin printer. I got the big whiteboard. I don't even, like, now I can't really reach it very well with how deep the table is that I put in front of it. Move filament over compressor. Not as easy to get. To put lasers mounted to wall above. That might be an idea. I don't know about having a laser on the wall. That's a little weird. But I might. I don't know. I have to sleep on it and think about it. Oh, I have no doubt I'll run out of room. I've already dumped and reorganized stuff like 4 times, taken stuff out of here. I tried to sell off some of the extra stuff that I had locally because I just got too much crap. But the problem is, these were all like, hey, I'll work on that later. And so I kept it. Ball nut mount for the latest mill. Sorry, I just saw that, RC. Yes, yes, go. No. I'm not mounting the laser to the wood table. That's the laser that I was thinking of, like, if we go to Murph or something like that, then I could kind of take a laser unit with me and show off, you know, kind of what I made. I want like a tabletop movable laser enclosure, like whole thing. So like you could just pick that up, plug one plug into the wall, and then you've got everything that you need. But it's just going to sit on top of the resin cabinet that I'm building just so I can get it out of the way, is what I was thinking. Not mount it to the table. The only thing that's getting mounted to the table on that corner is the CNC, because basically if I don't, then it's going to be mounted to another frame, tabletop piece that I'm going to have to lug around anyway, so I might as well just mount it directly to that table and kind of be done with it, at least for now. Hello, Michael Hunt. John Smith, welcome. Ball. RC, to be completely honest, I have no idea what that part is, but it looks nicely milled. Something tells me we may have a bot jumping in. Hey, Michael Fox. Welcome back, sir. The opinion, Michael Hunt, would be that you're getting reported, and I don't appreciate those types of conversation on the channel. I like how you have a channel that has no content. So, yeah, it's awesome. Good job. Yep. So we'll go ahead and yeah. Of course, I just didn't have my my normal chat thing up and running. Newest construction is getting the CNC parts printed out. Once they're done, I've still got like 3 more pieces, and then hopefully next weekend I can do a live build of part 1 and see how much we can get done. Scott, if you get a minute, can you well, not tonight, but can you possibly like freehand sketch the idea of what you're talking about? Because right now my brain is not like fully putting together what you're talking about. Appreciate it, RC. And Scott, thank you for doing that. Why I don't have I didn't have my normal chat bot up. Because the one in Streamlabs itself, the little like chat viewer that I've been looking at, it only gives you like the link to say go to their channel. Like that's it. It doesn't let you do any other normal stuff unless you go to the YouTube page to get it. That's why I like this chatbot, because it gives you everything. Like it's just a push button. Yeah, we could definitely talk later. Oh, alright. Well, I'm beat. 11:15. I gotta move a washer and dryer tomorrow. Gotta pick up mine that we let my grandmother borrow, since she got a new dryer to fix the burned out one, which is why we gave her our set. So I got to move the set that's in the rental now, give it back to the landlords, and then move mine in, and then stack it. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun, interesting day tomorrow. David, I'm gonna butcher the last part. Houghton? Houghton? I'm horrible at pronunciations. But welcome. You're catching it like right as I was getting ready to close it down. I know how what the feeling is, Michael. Apparently, the line that I had originally installed that goes up over the door into the switch from the inlet drop. Somehow, I didn't have a working 7/8 pin, but even though that's just the brown twisted pair for the essentially PoE power. Houghton. Okay. Houghton. Gotchas. But yeah, somehow it was limiting the whole cable going to the main at 10 meg. And it was like all this equipment in here was just zapping everything. I mean, I could barely even do work. But now I finally got, I just swapped it for one of the extra cables that I have that's for the IP cameras that I got like a whole box real cheap. I ran that cable, which is the one that was hanging earlier in the video, which I'm going to trim out. But I hooked that one up and immediately it goes, oh, you have a gigabit connection back to the house. It's like, yes. So I can finally actually start streaming now. So oh, you got your Pi 4 going. Nice. Are you going to use the Pi 4 for hosting a stream? So right now I've got like 3 chat windows. I got the Streamlabs, mine, and YouTube. And it's weird when people talk. I can see it like hit the different ones at different times. Hey, honey. I'm actually about to shut it all down. Head back in. Yeah. Wow, it just showed on the live about me talking about the chat. That's a big delay. Wow. Okay. Well, with that, kind ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Medic. Medic Vince, how's it going, buddy? Hopefully you're not going insane with all the stuff you've had to deal with. Keep the fight going, buddy. Ah, monitoring general stuff. Cool. I need to get a couple more Pis to... Honestly, I like using them on the printers, but I need a couple more. But I need to find a better power supply because these official 2.5, even on a 3B plus, or 3B and a 3B plus. Got a couple of those. They're still struggling sometimes. Oh yeah, Michael, you never reached out to me about the K280 stuff. I got working firmware. I just don't have a good effector that is cooling properly. So maybe we can collaborate on getting both of ours up and running right. May have to get some noise cancellation earphones there, Scott, and then just kind of jam out while you're just sitting there in the office, so you don't hear all the printing fans. Save you money than rather have to switch out all the fans. Weird. Why? I don't know why it posted that twice in my thing. Take your dad Autobot. Should probably change his name to Decepticon. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. I've been staying home with all the virus stuff. Or because of it, other than going to Lowe's and grocery shopping, but, you know. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to call it a night. Thank you for hanging out, even though this was really only a sound video test, and then an hour and a half later, we're finally wrapping it up. So, appreciate you sticking through. So, again, the plan, hopefully next week, will be to live build at least part 1 on the MP CNC. If I get all the parts done in time, we'll start with that. I'll have to make room on the table, figure out like how to get the cameras more over there. But that's kind of the game plan. So hope to see y'all next week, and I guess keep track on the Twitters and Facebook page. We'll try to post up information before it gets too close to the weekend, kind of give everybody a status update. So other than that, I will see y'all next weekend.